Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the euro currency today. So as you know, China has answered on the tariffs from the United States. We have talked about it in the weekly research. So currently it's a major opinion that hardly this will lead to the global trade war by many reasons. And so first of all, this is just a small part of the mutual trading volume between China and the United States. And currently it's too early to speak on the impact on the global trade. Besides, the strong tariffs from the United States on a big amount of the Chinese export will impact definitely on employment in the United States, and the share market also will respond. You already see the result of the trading on yesterday's session on the S&P Dow Jones, so you can see the drop was more than 2%, so it's very sensible. And currently the major intrigue, guys, stands around non-farm payrolls release and what Fed will do when it will get the numbers of the non-farm, when it will be taken into consideration starting the mutual impacts of the tariffs from the China and the United States. All this lead to some adjustment maybe of the rate policy from the Fed. Definitely this rate policy will be in a diverse direction. So hardly the tariffs will stimulate Fed for more hawkish behavior. That's why potentially investors already shows the reaction on this. Euro currency currently is some kind of an exception because it was the holiday in Europe on Monday. It's the Easter holiday continuation. So, but if you will take a look, for example, at the gold market, that very sensible such processes in the global policy, in the global economic, you can see very strong rally against the United States dollar. The same action you can see on the New Zealand dollar, some other currencies. So on euro currency, currently we do not have this one, but potentially several turmoil around the United States definitely is not a supportive factor. So what we have on the euro? The euro currency trend has turned bearish, at least by letter. So, but market mostly stands flat after the drop on the last week. And as we said in the last video that we have taken on the euro currency, euro stands at some point where actually the short-term scenario will be resolved. So market, if it's still bullish, it has to start an upward direction, or otherwise this overall context on the daily could turn to the bearish side. So market really could start dropping. This is the final point where this where euro should take the action again in an upward direction. It's actually the last point where it could be done. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you can see the market is coiling around the major 618 support. And take a look, that's also kind of the monthly pivot point. It's new pivot for April. This market is coiling around it. Here, within the recent hours, we've got some bullish grabbers, but take a look that actually all of them have been formed when the Europe was closed. This was on the Forex market. Yes, it was trading of the euro, but European market has been closed. And actually, although grabbers have been formed, yes, indeed, market maybe could continue to move higher. But except these grabbers, guys, I did not see something really bullish in this price behavior. So you can see this collapse, starting upward action. Well, currently I'm not sure that's very reliable, mostly because the picture that we have on the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, guys, we have the same pattern that we have talked about already. This is ABCD. And market still hasn't quite reached the XOP target. Just for a few pips it has not been done, so you can suggest 15-20 pips here. 12 and 20 pips here, right? So it's 22.70. This is lows around 22.84 approximately. So really very small distance, but market hasn't quite reached it. And this flat standing just above the target makes me think that some kind of the downward spike should happen before situation could change. How this will happen? Initially we thought maybe a free drive will be formed, but later, closer to the holidays, you can see market just turned to some sideways action here, and the free drive pattern has been cancelled. Here we can't talk about butterfly or something of that sort because we don't have anything of that sort. At the same time, inside of this consolidation, we have the cartridge triple to sell, and maybe market will form here in kind of the ABCD pattern. Downs could be hit the XOP. What I would like to say is that taking the long position prior the market will hit important target, it's a bit not quite safe. Or if you still would like to take the position on the grabbers and you think that's really this point where market could start upward action, maybe you will be right. In this case, you need to place stop at least below this XOP target, because the overall situation will be valid. If even market will show this drop down and hit the target, it will not mean the collapse of the possible bullish reversal. That's why you should try to avoid to be washed out just by the normal action from the market, and do not place stop somewhere right below these lows. So if you would like to take position right now, place stop definitely below the XOP, because market could test the XOP and after that start an upward action. Maybe kind of the wash risk will be, maybe some minor pattern will be formed. I don't know, some kind of the butterfly here could be formed. Maybe minor hand shoulders will be formed or something of that sort. But taking in consideration this target, don't forget about it. It stands right here. So currently, guys, as I said, on the euro currency, we just need to keep an eye on the possible bullish setups that could be formed here. If nothing will be formed, the market just will collapse through this area, will drop here. It will tell us that the daily setup really is changing, and we should be ready for a downward action. But currently, taking in consideration all the stuff around the tariffs war between the China and the United States, and the reaction on the other markets, well, euro currency still has chances to turn situation in favor of the bulls and starting showing upward continuation. This is possible. Just keep watching on the hourly chart and hitting of the XOP, and watch for possible minor patterns that could be formed here when the market will test this area.